my nightmare.
Damn, I start to choke off. Okay. But y'all know what that is.
Okay.
Hold on. I did not have to cough like that. Like, for real, body.
Apparently you did.
Anyway. Welcome back, everybody.
Why don't you get your bearing?
Yeah, let me take a second. Shit.
Because your body said, hold on, we not done. Okay.
Right now I gotta sneeze and shit. Blow my nose. I'm gonna restart. Cause damn.
That took you out of there. You were walking through there and out of there.
Yeah, it was one of those. Damn. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna edit that out. One more sip.
Oh, let me grab my water real quick. Are you sipping that?
Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay, yeah. Give us a little second.
I did it again. Oops, I did it again. I played with John.
Hey. All right, anyway. Okay. Now, as I was saying, welcome back, everybody, fellow spooky folks. It's the boy Trigger Troy, aka the Man of Horror, and my lovely host.
Breathe the Scream Queen. What's up,
I know
guys?
that's goddamn right. So, I mean, obviously, y'all know this is my favorite time of year, spooky season, and this is the 5th year I've done it of my Halloween movie list. It's been on, the Instagram, TikTok, it's all the socials, and pretty much every year I do a graphic because I love graphic design, but I do a graphic for a movie and a list, and then a scene from said movie. Last year I did do a fun fact, which I should have done this year, but I kind of forgot about that until like 15 days in. I was like, oh shit, but it's fine. So with that in mind, we figured today for this year's Halloween episode to kind of just go through that list and talk a little shit. And if I have seen all of the movies, obviously, but there may be some that, yes, there may be some Brie has not. So we'll just, go
It's
through
okay.
that.
That just means I have movies to catch up on this month.
Oh, trust me, man, you ain't the only one. I got like it's several. I still haven't seen Terrifier 3. And I feel
that did just come out. Like, that's at
yeah,
least
but
relatively new. And I'm excited.
I still feel like trash. As a horror reviewer, like, they be on it sometime, but I'll be on it sometimes too. God damn it. It's just every now and then it's one or two that skip me, right? Because I still haven't seen Alien Romulus too. Yeah. Look, especially like horror's having a resurgence. Like, it's been a lot of them coming out like in the past 2 years.
I'm excited.
It's like 4 a month almost between streaming and in the theaters. It's like shit. Nah, wait a minute, because I still like to watch other shit.
I had to like squeeze in Abbott through some other things I was watching. I'm like, I need to watch this episode. Like, oh my goodness. Right. But yeah, there's a lot to watch right now with horror in general, streaming, movies, all of it. Like, yeah. Because Smile comes out. Smile just came out.
Yeah, I heard great things about that.
So, like, again, there are movies to see. So
it's just the fucking new Brandy. Brandy was in a new horror movie that came out like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yes,
I haven't watched that one. Like, it's like they just coming.
They're back to back. Okay, and I'm not mad. Yeah. It's spooky season. Like,
not at all. And I still haven't seen Alien Romulus, so I gotta check that out. Because I heard great things about that one too. Like, I think that's the thing, that it's a lot coming out, but it's all for the most part good. Like, I've been hearing good shit about pretty much everything that's come out. I'm like, damn, I gotta see that too. But okay, so yeah, we can go ahead and dive in. Day one, we definitely saw. We reviewed together.
Yeah,
fucking Scream 6. I just watched it this week too. It's so good. It's so good. It was, and I'm still like, it shocked me
how
that I
good it
liked it that
was.
much. Yeah,
Yes,
like I was like,
yes.
wait, no, I really love this movie.
This deep into a franchise, we never
Yeah,
get that good of something. You know what I'm saying? It usually starts dying
it's
off
like,
Fast and
all
Furious.
right,
That it's like kind of wrap it up. But it was so good.
yeah. I was like, wait, like the fact that it took my second place in the overall franchise. That's my second favorite. Like that alone,
Honestly,
I was just like,
it
yeah, no,
is.
I love this. Like I can just keep watching
Yeah,
it.
it's
They
that
did,
good. It is that
and
they did
so
an
honestly,
amazing
for
job.
that, real quick before we get to day 2, because of that, I am terrified for Scream 7. But it's going back to Sydney and Gail. But it's just like, what the fuck else can you put Sydney through? First off, can't leave her
Who's
alone.
coming back? Who's coming back? Who's doing it now? Like, is the
And I shared, like, I put my theory like on YouTube and everything. Like, I got
I'll have to go watch it. I already know what it is, but I'll go watch it anyway.
yeah,
Just to hear more of it, because possibility.
That's the only.
For sure.
Unless I'm like missing something, that's the only thing I can really see of like. It gotta have something to do. Well, and even if they keep up with the trend of kind of redoing the film, so like Scream 5 was like Scream and Scream 6 was Scream 2. So it's like
mini trilogies inside or whatever.
Yeah, so it's like if they keep up with that trend, then there's the only thing that makes sense. Because like I watched Scream 3 a few months ago, and the guy Mark that she ends up with or whatever, he was so fucking weird. The police officer, he was just weird. It was like
Patrick Dempsey.
Something off. But yeah, like he was just weird as fuck. But also Scream does that on purpose sometimes. So it's like
some people can just be weird.
Yeah. So okay, day 2.
Well,
the Invisible Man.
because Gail's still alive.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
With that, like I just thought Gail's still alive. So
yeah. Oh yeah, they're both in it.
So
but it's just like what else? What else? And that's the only last thing I can really kind of think of that would make sense and not make it feel cheesy. Because there's been like rumors coming out of like possible plot lines and shit like that, or just little tidbits, and one of them is something about her kids or something, and I guess one of them is talking to somebody they shouldn't be talking to, and they try to get out of the house, but it's not so easy to get out of Sydney's house is the way that they put it. I'm like, bitch, are they trying to make her the killer? I don't like that. That's
and that
ugly.
wouldn't even line up with the movie, the franchise.
Like y'all missed y'all point. The perfect time to ever have made Cindy a killer would have been around Scream 3, after what she went through in the first and second one. That was the only time it would have made sense. And then after that the window is missed. And even with Gail, I think Scream 7 was that perfect opportunity to make her, or 6 rather. 6, yeah, yep. So the last one, Scream 6 would have been a perfect opportunity for her, but they missed that too. So neither one of them can be killers. It just it'll feel corny at this point.
At this point, when she almost died again, I just think like, fuck it, let's get away from it.
Yeah, let's just, I don't think I want to write any more books about this. Bitch, that's also Gail. Quit writing books, bitch. Damn, bitch, leave these books alone.
That's what got them all in so much trouble anyway.
In the first place, Jesus.
Gail was doing too much.
Okay, so yes, day 2, Invisible Man. What year did that come out? I think 2020. Please see that as soon as you can.
I will.
So because the idea of the Invisible Man is like one of the classic horror shits, with Dracula, Frankenstein, all that shit. So it's been redone millions of fucking times. I think this is the most clever version.
Because I've seen like clips and parts of it, and it looks really good. I just don't know why I have not sat down and watched it yet.
Girl, watch that shit. It's fucking nuts. Ooh, okay. Well, real quick, I'll say the last thing I'll say is the acting is amazing in that movie, and then the way that they kind of modernize it is what makes it so good. It doesn't feel like an old story. Like I think sometimes when people do some of those older stories, they feel old. This feels fresh as hell. Like very. But speaking of crazy shit, day 3, Terrifier 2. Art the motherfucking clown. It's like what is happening?
What is happening? What? Who brought him back to life? Okay. What's the magic on Art the Clown? What is it?
Because it has to be some kind of something like, and it trips me out because we have not really learned much. But apparently, there's in Terrifier 3, there's like a little bit of information about him revealed or something, I guess. So that's something to look forward to. But up to this point, it's like, is he supernatural? Is he a ghost? Like, what's the?
What is he?
Is he a demon? Bitch?
He shot himself at the end of
Like,
part 1. So the way he tore up that ME's office, that coroner's office,
I was like, oh shit. So wait, so because you did see, I'm remembering that you recently saw Terrifier 2.
I saw them both.
Yes. So the room is still like when he was just doing the shit to homegirl's body, just putting salt and just bleach, and he just like, fuck it, whatever. He was just doing. He was having fun.
How was she still alive? Like, how are you still conscious?
Yeah, I would have. I'm out of here.
How did your body get shocked at some point? Your body hates you.
You got to. It's like, no, bitch, we gonna deal with this. We gonna deal with this. You deserve all of this. Because I don't even know. Like,
she wouldn't give him no candy.
Damn, nigga, just go grab a Snickers. Like, just go grab some candy. Like,
talking about, no, I'm not gonna give you any candy. Candy's for the kid. Girl, he look crazy. Get that man some candy and send him.
Bitch, if you don't get this nigga some candy, like, the fuck?
Now you dead. Now you super dead.
Not regular dead. You super. But he had literally that's all I can say about that is that he just had fun. He did so much shit to her body. It was like, what?
He was like literally picking it apart and peeling it.
I'm
like it was a fucking orange. Or a pomegranate.
That is so perfect.
You know what? A pomegranate. Like an orange. A pomegranate.
Peeling it and adding sauce. Like, I don't know.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Okay, day 4. I don't know if you've seen this one. 10 Cloverfield Lane. So
Cloverfield Lane sounds super familiar, but I think I'm feeling like I'm thinking of something else.
Well, so there's 3 different Cloverfield movies.
Okay.
So there's Cloverfield, 10 Cloverfield Lane, and then Cloverfield Paradox.
I've probably seen the first one.
Okay. Most people saw the first one. That came out like when we were in high school.
Yeah.
And then this one came out about 2012 or so, and then the last one was about 2016, 17. It was a straight to Netflix movie, but they're all like connected in some way. And this one was good because of how it plays out originally like a kidnapping movie.
Okay.
And then it just turns into some whole other shit. Like the last 10 minutes is like there's no real indication that is like, oh shit. Like there's a idea of it. Like, so basically the main guy kidnaps this woman and is saying it's because the world is going crazy. You know, like you can't go out there. Shit is nuts. And she like, nigga, you crazy. You just fucking kidnapped me. I need to go. And she kind of basically finds out that he was not lying. And yeah, but like, nigga, you kidnapped me. So
I'm not exactly happy about either things happening right now.
Yeah, literally, but it works. I'll say that it works because genuinely most of the film is about the kidnapping and learning about this crazy motherfucker and all this shit. But then like, like literally that's like the last 10-15 minutes. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. Okay, day 5. Lords of Salem. Oh, yeah. That one's a kind of it's not necessarily a deep cut, but it is.
Because I'm like, where is it on the streaming site?
Actually, yeah, I think it's on Tubi. Either Tubi or Pluto. It's a Rob Zombie movie, first off.
Okay. I like Rob Zombie.
Yes, him and his wife, Sherry Moon. However, I love when they work together. I mean, pretty much that's all they do, but still, like their shit is just great.
I'll watch that for sure. You know, I ain't doing nothing today after this. That's what I'll be watching. I'll be watching.
It's so fucking eerie. It's an eerie movie. Like, it's like ill, but it's good. Like and even honestly, it might even hit you slightly differently because the idea of it is mostly like simple version, kind of awakening women in a way. So it might even hit slightly different for you, but either way, it felt eerie for me, and I'm just like, bitch, this shit is nuts. Like, Rob Zombie is a fucking genius, and I like this basically like just again because it's Salem, so you can assume witches. It's very rare that a witch movie makes me feel away. This one definitely did, so I'll say that. Because it's witches. I mean, most of the shit is bullshit anyway. I'm a witch, dude. Like, you know, fuck shit. So they don't normally get me, but this is one of the like couple that I was like, bitch, I don't know. Let me put these tarot cards up, bitch. I ain't trying to pull nothing over here. So we like some sage after this, like
gotta cleanse the air a little bit.
I'm telling you. All right, day 6, Run, Sweetheart, Run. This one is newer too. I think like 2022 or something like that. It's another surprise movie.
Okay.
Because it seems like a vampire movie.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to present itself like that, and then the last like 20 minutes is something else, or not. Not fully. It doesn't like change up per se, but it's just what you thought was happening is not what's happening.
Okay.
Kind of thing, but it is. It's hard. It's still hard to explain. I don't know, but I would say that one it's worth a watch. I wouldn't put it on like must see list.
So put that at the bottom.
It's not must see TV, but like it's worth a watch. Day fucking 7. Speaking of TV, Tarot.
I started watching that. I have to finish it.
It's not bad. It just makes me think. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna say it's not bad because it's the concept was great. The execution felt like a TV movie. It felt like a movie that had come on like Freeform or something. Like,
yeah, I know exactly what you
mean. It did, and I can't even really explain why. There's something about it that felt like, oh, Friday night TNT, at home movie, like kind of thing. Like it didn't feel like motion picture. Like I couldn't imagine have seen that in the theater. Which is that's so weird. Like
I wouldn't pay for that. Even though I'm not dumb, I wouldn't pay for this. No.
I don't know if it's like too quick or something. I think there might be some of it. Like it feels like the movie's like an hour. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's short for a movie period. Yeah.
It's just there's something.
These days I know movies are like 14 hours long these days, but yeah, that's short.
Yeah. You're gonna get, if it's a good horror, you're gonna get at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
Hour 45, you know what I'm saying? Hour 50 something. But yeah, it was definitely like an hour and 25 minutes. I was like, what is this? I need more story or something. It's something. I need something else need to come on out. I don't know. Like, so yeah, that's it about that. Well, really, day 8 is the Forever Purge, the last purge.
The last purge.
Yeah. I didn't care for it because I'm like the best purge is the first purge to me.
Yep.
Like the first one, that one, not. I mean,
there's some of the good ones.
The name, yeah. Anarchy and Election Night, I think, are the other two that are pretty good. I'll actually watch, but I don't care for the Purge, like the very, very first one that came out, and then this one I don't fully care for because one, I hate the timeline of the Purge. It don't make sense at this point.
I don't know.
It's all over the place. It's like, oh, like now I guess it's supposed to be like 2065 or some shit. Like
it felt more chaotically done. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's the way to describe it. But I don't know. I feel like they did a bit much with this one.
yeah. Because also they didn't have to skip so many years. Because idea is that like the Purge got taken away, And
Because I'm
then
like, at some
after,
point, you should be getting better, right? Why do you keep needing the purge?
so yeah, like they literally took it away and they decided to bring it back. I was like, fuck it, and we gonna purge forever this time. Like, but they skipped like 8 years in the future, and it was like for like that's I guess my annoyance with the continuity of the Purge movies. They skip years and shit for no reason at all. And it's be like, what? Why are we all of a sudden in 2035 and the last movie was in 2019? Like, I don't.
It makes no sense, and it's all
There's so
supposed to be the
much.
same thing. So it's like, what are we doing?
Like, I think the only two that are like in the same is the one where Homegirl, Anarchy and Election Night are within like 4 years of each other, but the rest is spanned so much. It's like, well, why are we doing this?
I guess that's that way to not to have to explain some things that they do in the movie, like, oh, it's just in the time gap.
That makes sense. That's ugly, but it makes sense.
They can make up whatever they want to in that gap because we don't know.
Yeah, true. Ew. That's so lazy.
Lazy.
That is lazy. Fuck it. Just say we skip 16 years ahead. It's fine.
It doesn't even matter what happened.
I noticed the time jump,
motherfucker.
Like I ain't stupid, motherfucker. Yeah. Ew. That's probably exactly what. The last thing I'll say about this one is, and I do like the idea of, I mean, it's bullshit, but the idea of them focusing on the idea of immigrants and shit this time, because that felt very close to home. You know
what's going on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll say that one and the first Purge are the two that felt the realest, that like I could see happening. Like, of course, if they do an experiment like this, they're gonna do it in a hood or something first. Like, they're gonna practice. They ain't gonna just go to Beverly Hills. Hey, let's purge. No. They're gonna go to like Joey Road, Evergreen. Like,
okay, that's why I'm looking around. Like, geez,
like, they're not going. So yeah, the next day is day 9, Wishmaster 2. That's another deep cut thing. I don't know if you ever saw the Wishmaster movies. It's like 4 of them. It's some like straight up corny, cheesy, classic 90s horror. Like,
okay,
it's about basically a genie, but they're not what we always thought. This ain't cute little 3 wishes. No. This is like, be careful what you wish for kind of shit. And it plays a bit, at least the first one for me, kind of almost with a similar feel to like Hellraiser or like not Chucky, Leprechaun. Like, something about those two kind of remind me of the first one. Then after that, of course, sequels, it gets a little cheesy, but the second one is still worth a watch. 3 and 4, don't even pay them attention. Jesus Christ. But 1 is actually good, and then number 2 is passable if you want some classic shit. Day 10, I watched this one recently, and I was like, this does count as a horror, basically. Yeah. Sleepy Hollow.
I love Sleepy Hollow.
Yes, yeah, I do too.
I love Sleepy Hollow. I love me some Johnny Depp.
Yeah, and I love Tim Burton too. I love
his racist ass, and I hate
fucking Jesus.
His art, the shit he makes, I enjoy, but he's a racist. Oh, piece of shit.
And it's wild because I didn't notice until people pointed it out, and I started rewatching shit. I'm like, it ain't a nigga in sight. My God.
It'll never be.
Like, damn, niggas don't exist.
We don't fit his aesthetic.
But you know what? Not to say it's okay, but partially I can slightly understand because his shit is so pale. Like his films are very pale and like this dark, and we look like fucking shit. I don't even know. Me at night. Like, I don't know.
Ready.
Yeah. Like, he'll have to adjust lighting in certain situations so we can actually see.
Could you imagine? I just think he don't like black people. But could you imagine him lighting black people's skin to appear paler?
I can totally see him doing some shit like that. That'd be fucked up.
Yes.
You know what, Tim? Just
keep us out.
Keep your movies white. It's okay. Keep us out. Yeah, because you would have to do that almost. But either way, Sleepy Hollow 2. I said Sleepy Hollow 2. Sleepy Hollow. I rewatched it, like I said recently, and I was like, damn, this does count as a horror. That shit is good. Like,
it's good.
It's fun. It's very fun, but it is also like some classic kind of like horror imagery.
Mm-hmm.
And Christopher Walken's face he just had the. I was like, every time he was on screen, I'm just like, oh.
He is just a bad guy. He's like,
Yeah,
he can
perfect.
always play a bad guy. He just has bad guy vibes.
Bad guy vibe, bad guy face. Like it just works. He's apparently super fucking nice. Like I was, however, did he pass? Yeah, he passed, right? Let me look that up. I don't want to misspeak. You know how motherfuckers be like, "Oh, such a rest in peace to such and such," and it just be like, they be like, "I'm right here." I don't want to. Christopher Walken. Let me double check. Oh yeah, no, he's still here. Cool.
So yeah.
But yeah, like apparently he's really nice, but he definitely plays that villain role great. Day 11. Oof. Recent classic recent movie that actually scared me, Hell House Origins. I don't get scared often.
I haven't seen Hell House Origins.
Oh, so yes. We gotta definitely do that. There's 4 of them actually.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and then Origins. The first one came out like 2018, 19, something like that. That scared me. I saw that in like 2020, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, fuck, a long me in a long hallway or something. I just, I used to have an effect. I swear, I saw like the shit from the movie in that like for about a good 2 weeks. I'm like, bitch, I need this movie to get out of my head. Like, it got me. And then this one came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching it at night first, like you get the vibe. Sometimes you want to see a new one. It's like, hell yeah, let me set the mood. In the dark, I wasn't even home by myself, but I still was in this bitch. Like, I turned it off halfway through. I said, you know what? I'll watch this when the sun come up. I'll watch it in the daytime.
Let me set my.
Let me turn on some cartoons. Let me turn on some cartoons. I can't go to bed on this.
I love when a movie scare me and I gotta turn on something like light.
Yes. Hey, let me go to Family Guy real quick. It's something
like
I need to laugh.
My true crime. Like, I need to turn on some regular funny stuff.
Legit, like, because, and again, I think I like that because it don't happen often. Like, for the most part, I can just watch some shit and I'm straight. So when it happened, I'll be like, bitch,
okay,
this movie, fuck that. I think the other 2 that come to mind real quick that got me like that was The Conjuring on first watch.
Yes,
and I was like, nope, let me turn this off. I'll wait till tomorrow. And then it's the first Insidious. I was in a theater when I saw that, so I couldn't even turn it off.
Yes,
I was just like, bitch, get me out of here. Like, I need to leave.
Yo, scared the crap
I
out
need
of us
to
in
leave.
The theater. Yes, I am agreed with that. Absolutely. The ending itself scared the shit. Yeah. Said, hold on, that's not him. Oh, no. Like, this
the shit that got me was when he went to get him and he found him or whatever, and he was chained up and shit. And he was trying to tell him, he's like, Dad, he's looking right at you. He's like, who? And that motherfucker just on the damn window.
Oh my God.
I was like, bitch.
Looking like from, so, what is it? The Sith from Star Wars. That's what he reminded me. And that scared the shit out of me as a child.
I can see that.
I did not like him.
Yes, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I didn't like him. That was like my thought of the devil, I guess. Wasn't fucking with me. He scared the shit out of me. Still does. That's not normal.
Shout out Nerd Points for the Star Wars mention. Okay. But yeah. I love Star Wars. But
my mom did. And that was why I never got into it like she was. She loved the original trilogy. But I still watch them.
Interesting. A lot of the older generation, I think, prefers that one. I like the second trilogy, episode 1, 2, and 3. That's my shit. But people hated it. I was like, what? That's because y'all motherfuckers is nostalgic as hell. Or y'all just want y'all first story. But anyway. But yeah, that shit got me. When you get a moment, all the first 3, I know Hell Houses are on Tubi or Pluto. One of them 2. I can't think of which one, but they're on there. So yeah. Day 12, My Soul to Take.
I seen that.
Yeah, I think that came out like when we were in like high school, I want to say. And cheesy, but fun if you just want some shit. Like, oh, you just watch some little scary shit right quick. Because I like the idea. I just wish.
They're coming out of part 2, correct? Are they coming out with a part 2?
I mean, I know Wes Craven ain't here, so I don't know if he like left it for somebody or something, or somebody else just took it. But that was also the part I was gonna say that got me. But it's not like every artist or director, however, just makes 100% go, because even Stephen King.
Oh no, you know what? I'm thinking of the wrong movie. I'm thinking of Drag Me to Hell.
Oh yes, they are.
That's what they're making a part 2. So like
I love Drag Me to Hell.
I was thinking of, yeah. So that's the second, the sequel that they're making. Not to that movie, but yeah.
Yeah. See, but yeah, this one, like I said, it was. He was a director for it, however, and sometimes we make some not so great things. So that's my soul to take. But again, it ain't terrible per se, but it's definitely not on the must watch list. So it's one of those, like, if you just got some shit on in the background kind of thing, or like you just want to put on something scary just for the mood or however, worth the watch for that. Day 13 we reviewed recently. Trap. I had to add it to the list.
I'm a letdown.
Listen, he been working lately though. I didn't realize. I'm like, damn,
that's cool.
Yeah, that I do like too.
It's like he builds us up.
Yeah, because he has the ideas be there. It just be the execution sometimes. The ideas be like right. Because when I remember seeing the trailer for Trap, and again, it's not the worst.
No, it's not.
But it definitely did not.
Lady in the Water
promise.
Is still there.
Oh, that's that, and the Avatar. The fucking Avatar is still there. Bitch, it's Avatar. I want to fight him.
There's a love-hate relationship with M. Night.
Literally, like, because then you think of shit like Split, Sixth Sense.
Oh my God.
It's like, how can you make shit so great? And then, but again, I said everything that artists touch isn't always gold, unfortunately. Because even Stephen King that's what I was saying before. He got some duds out there. The Langoliers is the weirdest shit I've ever seen. It's a terrible movie. Don't ever watch it.
I would suggest not if you've watched the remake of Pet Sematary. But
oh yeah, I did see that.
But it's long and it's
yeah, yes, I agree. Last thing I say with Trap was it was good. I'm a fan of Josh Hartnett. He's good in horror. So man, my 30 Days a Night is still like top, like I want to say 30 of my favorites. Like I love it.
He always made greasy. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's hard because they're different characters, but there's something similar about them that I can't really grasp just yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll take some time to think about that because I get exactly what you're saying. Day 14 is Let the Right One In. Nope. This one is class. So there's two versions. The original.
All of these movies, my goodness.
It just happens over years,
so
like
many.
Years.
Like
it's so what I've always.
What have I been watching?
So what it start honestly, where it comes from is one. My grandma used to just kind of rent the movies. We used to just rent whatever the fuck. Half the time we didn't even know the name. So that's when I saw like Wishmaster and the first like Leprechaun and started seeing the Hellraisers and shit like that. Like shit just would. And then once I got a little bit older, On Demand, that's where a lot of it started to branch out because there was, I don't remember what it was called, but there was like this thing On Demand where like it was just scary movies. I think it was like a channel or something. I don't know, but it was like the wildest shit. So I honestly would be
just
first movie, second movie, third, like. And before I knew it, I just started building up like this well of like
movies,
films, and people would just be like, "Damn, you saw it?" Like, yeah. And the crazy thing is, even you saying that to me, there's motherfuckers who are even more deep.
Oh
see more than I had, and I just be like,
so sure.
What? But this one is originally a Swedish horror film.
Mm-hmm.
That version is better, but America be like, oh, bitch, that's a good movie. Let me get that.
Snatchies.
So there is an American version that it's cool. Like, it's okay to watch if you don't feel like listening to another language. But I do genuinely, most people think that the original is better. But it's like a little vampire movie. Little vampire girl find a little human friend, and they become friends, and it's about that relationship. And yeah, that little vampire bitch is not playing. Let me tell you, she don't play about her friend. I'm gonna just say that.
Period. We don't play about our friends.
But it's worth a watch. And then let's see, the next day, day 15. Oh, Stay Alive. I saw this again recently. It's a movie based about a video game. Like, once you play the game, if you die in the game,
seen it.
You
Okay.
die in real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like,
Yeah.
you see my face, like Stay Alive. I'm like, my brain is recollecting.
Yeah.
As hell. But yeah.
That's another one of the ones that came out when we were in high school. And it got a nice little cast. Frankie Muniz, homegirl from One Tree Hill. Like, it's a couple people in there. It's another cheesy one, I would say.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Like, the idea of it. And then I'm a big I don't even know what to call this. I guess lore person.
Okay.
So the character in the video game that it's based about is like a real person, like Elizabeth Bathory, like one of the earliest female serial killers, fucking killing young girls to bathe in their blood to stay young, like crazy shit. So that's kind of like what the video game and the movie is based on, and she's like ultimately the ghost or the killer. So that I thought was cool, a little nice touch.
I didn't know that part of it, but I do remember
that's
seeing
a real.
The movie, though.
Yeah, that's a real fucking thing. Bitches was crazy. Bitches been crazy.
Bitches be crazy. For sure.
Bitches be and been. Day 16. Oh, we just did this one too. The Grudge.
Gotta love The Grudge.
Gotta love it. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
That whole
that shit, like that used to really get me. Like it's crazy to think about. Like that noise, the moment you hear it, it's like, oh shit.
I got y'all.
But I think Sarah Michelle Gellar did amazing. As fucking always. She's like
one of the best parts about that movie is the way they tell like 3 or 4 timelines in a row at the same time.
How the storytelling, like it just is like out of place until it until it just comes together. Like, oh shit, like, yeah.
That aha moment, like, oh okay, aha,
got it. Right. Yeah. I have. We did the rewatch. I was like, yeah, I got to put this on the list. Like, Wrong Turn 4, day 17.
It's more than one of those movies.
Let me see how many it is. But Wrong Turn 4 is another one that I saw on that on-demand shit. And I
believe you.
Okay.
I believe you.
Let me see. And it's fun.
I mean,
it's the
how
first
many
one.
wrong turns are we taking?
Oh, yeah. There's 6. I didn't see 5 and 6. And then they did the remake. So technically there's 7.
7. We took 7 wrong turns.
I only saw 1, 2, and 4. I didn't watch the remake. I didn't want to. I'll check it out because horror, but I actually really liked the first Wrong Turn movie.
Yeah, the first one I liked. That's when like after I think I watched the second one. I was just like, I'm out.
Yeah, but like, why I like this one, same kind of feel as the rest of them. So not anything too special, but they changed the setting to like a snowy setting. And there's like an asylum involved. So before, it's all like in the forest and these wild areas, whereas it's confined and can't nobody go no fucking where because it's cold. A goddamn snowstorm. Yeah, like so it's more it's a different setting, and I think they have a little bit more fun with that.
Okay.
This one I don't know where it is, but if you can find it, I would say give it a watch. Day 18. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. This one is nuts. It's
The black
literally named. It's kind of crazy because it's like a sequel, but
It's
it
got
has
some
the exact
racist
same name.
undertones and whatnot.
Yeah, I would say maybe undertones. Maybe it's it's a sequel to a movie that came out in 1976 that was about an actual pair of like set of murders that happened in 1946
Okay.
in Texarkana, which is like the part where Texas and Arkansas, I guess, meet or something.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is literally a sequel, but it has the same name, which is interesting to me because like you look it up, you're gonna get one or the other. But it's the kill, like it got nice mystery and it's definitely got a decent kill count. Like,
Okay.
I would say it's worth a watch, and it kind of puts you in the mind of like the Zodiac killer because the
Oh,
killer's kind of bold. Like he's kind of like y'all ain't gonna get me kind of
that
thing.
nigga
So
definitely dead by now, but
yeah, gotta be Jesus Christ. If the Zodiac, that nigga is
there's no way
he's a
he's still alive,
demon.
right?
He's a demon if he is.
He can't still be killing them.
But you know, evil live a long ass time too.
It does.
Shit. The meanest
It
motherfuckers
does.
be here, be 99 years old, still terrorizing. Like Jesus, just
Look
go.
at Congress.
Listen,
old motherfuckers left
all them
and
old
right.
motherfuckers
Go
just
home, Roger.
please. Your ass can't even go up a flight of stairs without taking a
being
break, and you
assisted.
sit here trying to like
Make me some
anyway.
laws for me and our future children's children. Going on.
Like, how are you supposed to represent?
You don't even be. Let's get back on track because that's about to be a whole. Look, I felt it, and I was going to go there. Okay.
Because how are you supposed to represent me, bitch? And you are like double my age. Excuse me. But yeah, Town of Dread at Sundown, definitely worth a watch.
Okay.
The killer, I think, is. I hate to say the word fun about a killer, but I guess that's he's how his kills. I guess I like some of his kills, so that's just
okay.
Day 19, we did this one too. Late Night with the Devil.
That was good.
Yes, and that's today's film, by the way, because today is the 19th. But yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun. I think just the idea of it, and like I said, like it reminds me of like Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon mixed with The Exorcist.
Definitely, exactly that.
Like, but mixed with The Exorcist, and then throw it in the 70s. Like that's exactly
the premise of the movie.
Like, I think I'm probably give it a watch today because I don't always watch the movies of the day. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I think I'll watch that one today. It's been a second, so
yeah. I don't think I've watched it since maybe it's coming on like HBO or whatever it came on. I think I watched it when it came on there.
Oh, yep, it is on there. Yeah, it's a good watch. And it got a decent little slight mystery to it. So, yeah. Day 20, tomorrow's movie, Barbarian. We did that one too, right?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we sure did. Fucking that shit. I love a good subversion. And it definitely kept like flipping on your ass. Like, wait a minute, what's going on? Because just when it starts,
the killer.
I'm about to say, just from when it starts, you're like, oh, clearly this is what's happening. No. No.
It's not.
And I love that as fucked up as it is, like, damn, why they got to show our city like that? But it is like that. I do like that they use that, but it was so random for them to be Brightmoor. I'm like, excuse me. First off, pronouncing the whole word was hilarious. Like, oh, I'm staying over in Brightmoor.
With how often they drop Detroit in this movie. Like, I was so
they let annoyed. It was so heavily like
it was insane.
Don't forget, we're in Detroit.
Like, we're in Detroit. Oh, I'm in Detroit. I'm in Brightmoor, Detroit.
I just every time she said it, I've been Brightmoor.
It literally pissed
me off. Brightmoor, bitch. It's Mo. It's Mo. Ain't no Brightmoor, bitch. It's Brightmoor.
I'm like, all right, bro. All right, I don't know. Like, you laying on kind of thick now.
Yeah, right, sure. Like they really wanted you to know where they were. But again, then they go outside and like actually, I'm like, damn, I really do like. Only thing was, and I still
no. Just when they got to that certain block, did it look like it could be in Brightmoor, but the rest of it was like a regular ass city. So I didn't know
like, wait,
she was in the city for a job, and then what would be our downtown looked nice. So I'm like, what the fuck?
See, I'm gonna look up. Because that was the other part I forgot when they was talking about the water tower. I'm like, bitch, ain't no water tower in Brightmoor, nigga. What y'all talking about? Like,
I ain't never seen a goddamn water tower over there.
Water
and especially
tower.
Not that big. Fuck off. Pissed me right off with that movie. Had old boy die because your dumb ass wouldn't run in the opposite direction, got him killed. It should have been you. I don't know how she survived that movie. Honest to God, she should have died.
So real quick, because I went to just look it up just to see like if there was ever a water tower in Brightmoor, Detroit. You know,
get the fuck out of here.
The first question is, what happened to Brightmoor, Detroit? Like under suggestions, I'm like,
those suggestions will either humble you or make you casual or gross you out. Okay, because what are y'all on here looking for?
Please. Okay. Anyway, no water towers in Brightmoor, people. Sorry. But yeah, definitely worth a watch. That shit subverted my expectations. And then just to see too, like another like return to horror for Justin Long, his character.
Oh, we love a Justin Long. We know he's not gonna live in anything.
And anything. He is not a survivor.
He's not. I think he's still alive.
He's not a survivor, and that's okay.
I think he's still alive in Goosebumps.
Sure.
That's about all he has right now.
Day 21. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed this one a lot too. Abigail, the vampire movie.
It was good.
Yeah, I was like, wait, okay, this is fun. Like, I hate
this. That Angus Cloud had to be like this kind of like high, whatever persona he had on. I hate that had to be his last thing. One of the last things.
For real, yeah.
But
I thought that.
The movie was good. I liked it.
I definitely enjoyed it from beginning to end. I mean, obviously
working together, something's going to go wrong. And then the girl's a vampire,
and that don't trust each other. That's always the key. Like a big group of motherfuckers that just don't trust each other. Bam, there we go.
Or like almost told not to on TV. Like it's almost like it's part of the job.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and then also just because Melissa Barrera, I fucking love her.
Yeah.
Fuck Scream people for taking them out. Because my original Scream 7 theory probably would have worked out. Anyway.
I can't believe.
Like.
Because I was hoping she would end up becoming Ghostface.
So you know what my theory was? Because that was slightly a little too easy. That actually Tara became. Because out of like in Scream 6, you know, she kind of mentions like mental health kind of a lot and like how she don't want to be a part of none of this shit and she kind of hate it. And then at the end, she kind of look at her like, bitch, go ahead and stab that nigga. Go ahead. Like, you know, when she stopped and was like, you know, this ain't me. She was like, shit, go right ahead. So it's like I could see her kind of wanting more of that or something and then getting frustrated with Sam because bitch, this is your fault. Like I could totally see that. I was like, hell yeah.
But then my thought was, is she gonna kill her friends? Who is she going to go kill?
They always kill their friends, don't they? That's the point of Scream. You can't trust your friends.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she totally would have done it. Damn. Oh.
She in love with boys. Yeah. Anyways.
I'm mad. Okay.
Anyways.
Day 22. God damn it. Okay, Day 22. Creep Show. But this one is another classic one. It's from the 80s.
I feel like I've seen it.
Possibly because I feel like it came on TV a lot. I don't know when we were younger, but I could be wrong. But it's an anthology movie. And I think I was talking to Jessica. I was gonna say I think I mentioned it to you recently, but no.
We talked about it for a second.
It's a TV Okay, I was thinking it's a TV show that just came that has been out for the past few years. Okay. Anthology films. That's what it was. We talked about that. Yep.
That's what we talked about.
So yeah, that's basically like what it is. And it's 80s, so it definitely has that quality. Like watching it definitely looks like some 80s shit. But a few of the stories actually kind of like would work now. Like there's one that I'll just share real quick. There's this guy who's kind of racist and he's a germaphobe at the same time. He's like just a fucked up person, but for the most part, he's racist and a germaphobe. So those are the two things that really matter. And he kind of has this apartment that he's constantly cleaning and shit like that. And one way or another, he gets a big ass infestation of roaches to the point of like piles of them. Like it's
that's their house,
but it's a great story.
Their apartment, that's theirs.
Yeah, it's that like that one visually still works now. Like, you know, sometimes older shit don't look too good.
Yeah,
that shit still looks good and gross. We almost there, girl. Almost there.
I'm not even asleep. I'm cold. Oh, cold. Oh my goodness, that drinking.
Oh yeah, that definitely helps. I was just telling my friend the other day. If I'm cold, I'm definitely gonna pass out. Something about that cold feel. It's like shit. This means I need to sleep. Day 23 is one of the Tales from the Crypt movies.
Okay.
This one is called Ritual. It's like on some voodoo shit. Crazy as fuck.
I love Tales from the Crypt.
Love it. I rewatched recently this past year
as a kid. He was so creepy.
As soon as I saw him on my screen, I was so excited. Like, yes, I love the Crypt.
Like, I liked it, but it was creepy.
Yeah, I love
voice match,
Crypt Keeper.
Everything. Yeah.
Last year, there's like one of the earlier episodes from the show. There's a Christmas episode, top tier, like crazy as hell. Basically, like this woman kills her husband. And is like trying to hide the body and shit like that. And all the while, at the same time, some maniac has like escaped dressed like a Santa Claus from a mental institution. It's like and everything from there is just like nuts. Like it spirals. But favorite story. But the movie Ritual, like I said, it's about voodoo. Like this white lady doctor. It's always a white doctor. They go.
Caucasians don't know how to leave well enough alone.
I think they go to Jamaica. I can't fully recall where they go, but it's somewhere like that. And yeah, the bitch is exposed to some voodoo shit going on, and there ain't shit she can do about it. I'll say that. Fucking the Crypt Keeper had dreads on, and that, like, you know, when they come in and he introduced shit, that motherfucker had his dreads. I was like,
not they got him a lot.
Him and some straight up long boys too. I'm like, nah.
Not a faux. No, he had a lace with locks.
There's just before we go to the next day. There's 3 Tales from the Crypt movies, and they're all good. I think worth a watch. But my favorite is called Demon Knight, and it has Jada Pinkett in it. She ends up being like a final girl kind of thing. I would say check that out if you can find that.
Okay.
But all 3 are great. Day 24, I saw this one. I rewatched this one recently after a long time. The Haunting. It's kind of like where Scary Movie 2 is based on.
Yeah, let me Google it because I feel like I know I've seen this.
Yeah. It like people kind of hated this movie. I guess I'm like, damn, it ain't. Again, I know I heard you said it earlier in the episode, probably a few times. It's not must see, but it ain't like, oh, throw it away. It's a decent turn on.
With Catherine Zeta-Jones, Owen Wilson. Yeah. I've seen this.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
it came out when we were like, I want to say that's like elementary school time.
Yeah, we were like 7, 8. Yeah, I've seen it.
And it has some interesting visuals, I think, for me at least, and some an interesting kill. There's like a fucking lion head, a giant lion head, swing like pendulum.
That swing, the pendulum thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy put it to his head, and the motherfucker just come down. So that was like, I was like, damn, that's a top tier kill. So I would say that's worth a watch if you ain't watched it, or if you haven't seen it in a while, just to get slightly reacquainted. I didn't know actually though, it's the same story from the Netflix show, The Haunting of Hill House.
That was so good.
So The Haunting is from the same book as The Haunting of Hill House.
Gotcha.
So they both count as remakes for the same story, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Well, the Netflix did it better.
Oh, definitely. The Haunting of Hill House is so good. Shit.
It was so good.
I was like, damn, I need to watch Midnight Mass too. Speaking of, I haven't checked that out yet, but it's from the same person, so all his other shit is great, man.
Okay.
Day 25, I watched this one this week. Fucking From Dusk Till Dawn.
I haven't seen that in so long.
It's so good.
Wow. That's a classic.
It is like, it's fun as hell. I mean, I guess you would more so look at it as horror comedy or horror action, maybe, but it's still, still got the horror elements. Obviously, it's fucking a bar in the middle of nowhere ran by vampires, so that alone is kind of like, what the fuck. But I have to laugh at it because, like you've heard about
Salma Hayek.
What the fuck is his name?
Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek. Yes. So that's what I was about to kind of get into real quick. First off, like her little dance when she comes out, the music, the snake. I was like, bitch, you bad bitch, you better go. You do that shit because it looks, that fucking scene looks so good. Like, oh yeah, nobody else could have did this. But I have to laugh at it. Like, I don't know if you heard about Quentin Tarantino's foot fetish, but once
sort of.
So once you know and you rewatch his work, he has had bitches' feet. He love women's feet. Like, it's hilarious for them to have casted Salma Hayek and him to cast himself in the role to suck on her toes.
Oh, you know what? I read an article about that. Like, that was like, he purposely put that in there for him to be able to do that.
To be able to do that. Like,
he's a sick ass man. That nigga been sick.
Like,
sure.
Because, like, I'm looking back at the scene, like I said, she kills it, she goes on the table, and then she pours the liquor down her leg, down to her foot, and he like, like,
cause why?
And the first, like, I noticed it there. That was the first time I noticed it. And then the other thing I watched was Kill Bill, where he just literally has close-ups of her feet and her like, wiggle your big toe. We're like, was she trying to bring her body back to life?
Yeah.
It's literally just like close-ups of her feet. Like, oh my god, this nigga is terrible. Okay. But yeah, no, From Dusk Till Dawn, classic, definitely worth the watch. If you haven't seen it, that's crazy, but I get it. Everybody don't see everything. No. I mean, like, people listening type shit, but like, yeah. Day 26, The Others. This one is good, especially if you haven't seen it in a while. But like, it's when like, is it, what's her name? Naomi Watts or something? What the fuck? I cannot think of her name. But like, basically their family is like, it's in like the 1800s.
Nicole Kidman?
And there we go. Why the fuck?
Okay.
Who did I call her?
I've seen this. Naomi.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the movies that came out when we were kids. And like, they thought their house was haunted the whole fucking time, and come to find out they were the ghosts. And it was like the twist of it. I love, like, the good part about going back to rewatch it after knowing that is like, you can see it, and the way that they filmed that is just kind of crazy because they're just literally living, but they not like, this ain't your house no more.
Like, when y'all leave,
and the fact, like, how they saw the people who lived there as ghosts was like, that was just writing wise. I think that was very brilliant. Let me see.
This is just a quick pause. I ain't never been this popular when we potted before in my life, bro. Like, when I've been got like 6 calls and a bunch of fucking text messages. It's ridiculous.
It'd be like that sometimes. And it'd be like, dog, ain't nobody called me all day. I did shit. And now
This phone didn't ring all day.
Day 27. I rewatched this one recently too. Oculus.
No, I haven't seen this.
It's one about so it's like this haunted mirror kind of thing. I remember when I first watched it, I didn't really care for it, but like rewatching it, I'm like, I have a slight bit more appreciation for it, but it's still not like heavy hitter for me. But worth a watch. It's like this mirror kind of almost plays tricks on your mind. So like, just quick example, there was a light bulb on his table, and this girl had an apple. She put the apple down, and she came back to eat the apple, and she's like biting the apple, and then seconds later they reveal that she was actually biting the fucking light bulb, and her shit is like bloody, like
bloody.
It's like, oh shit, yeah. So it's like it does shit like that. So it has an interesting concept, but I think it has too much of a family focus, if that makes sense, because it's kind of about siblings and their parents' past and shit like that, and it focuses a bit too much on that at some points, I think, but still interesting. Worth the watch just for some of the visuals and stuff like that. Day 28. I haven't watched this one recently, but it's fun as hell. Silent Hill Revelation. So it's two Silent Hill movies. There's Silent Hill, and then there's this one. It is based off a video game.
I've seen the other one, but I know I haven't seen whatever you're talking about.
This one is better. Well, I don't, because the first one definitely feels more horror in a traditional sense, I think, and then the second one is more horror in a sense of like shock. Maybe is the word I'm looking for. I'm not sure, but like visually, there's just a lot more going on in the second one. That I'm just like, there's like a mannequin spider thing that is like one of the creepiest things I've ever seen.
God, you gonna find it.
It's like, if for no other reason, that is enough reason to watch it, to see that fucking thing. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, actually they're coming out with another one. Like, Silent Hill visually has always been like one of those things, and then there's video games too. So it's like 5, I think, and then they're redoing it or remake something. But yeah, worth a watch. Day 29 shocked me. Another one I used, Detroit, Don't Breathe.
Well, they actually used Detroit. They were actually here shooting the movie for real and everything. And I don't think it was one of those ones that people
were like excited about.
Yeah, it wasn't a heavy thing. Like, we were excited for, like, we, the city, was excited to have, movie shoot here because that's just exciting.
Yeah.
But it was like, when you watch the movie, there's not like a heavy "we're Detroit." There's not a lot of that.
Yeah, they don't have to constantly remind you.
No. There's not
a constant reminder that this is in and takes place. Yeah. It was one of the ones, like I said, that kind of caught me by surprise. I was like, oh well, shit. It caught me by surprise, and I was just kind of like, well, shit, fuck. Like, I knew obviously the blind guy probably had something going on. I'm like, this probably ain't the right nigga to rob.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was that far. I was like, oh shit. Because how could you know? He's a blind man. That don't mean shit.
Mind your damn business next time, boss.
Yeah, and I'll say real quick that scene with the fucking... But I can't even get it out.
I was about to say, oh my goodness.
Like, and it was so much. Like, you don't even need that much. Like,
so much, you don't even need that much.
Like, you don't even need that much. Like, calm down. Like, I'm just, if you haven't seen it, because I don't want to spoil it for somebody who hasn't, just watch that shit, please.
But it's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah. Day 30 is Ouija Origin of Evil.
I don't fuck around with Ouija boards. I ain't gonna hold you.
So the very first, because there's
I mean, in general, but not the movies. I did see the first Ouija movie. I've not seen the other one, but
somebody bought me one. They said, "Well, you like scary stuff, and I know you're spiritual, so I thought this is a cool." I said, "No, I
No,
appreciate this so much.
I'm not
I'm never
buying
gonna
one.
open this. I'm never gonna." And so in my old apartment before I moved into where I am now, I literally never opened it. It just sat. It just sat, and then I left, and I left it there. So I know who probably moved in was like, "What the fuck?" Oh shit,
Man,
but like I'm like, no, I'm not. I just don't. It's some shit like I don't.
it's some lines and I don't cross them.
Spiritually, it's some shit. Yeah, I just don't, because that is an energy, and that's something you pull into yourself. I don't. But this is a sequel, and the very first movie, Ouija, was kind of awful. Like it was just teeny
Yeah,
boppy.
it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all.
So obviously people were apprehensive, but the second one, oh, classic. It was so good. It was like it's
Maybe
one of the
that's why I
few
never want to
sequels
watch
that
the
do
second
better.
one because the first one was bad. Like I saw that.
Yeah,
like,
and that
I'm
makes
not coming
sense. But no, the second one is 10 times better. It was like they learned from the mistakes of the first one. There's like one teen in the second one. So and this they it's just a completely different movie. Like honestly,
Okay.
if this one came out first, the second one pissed people off even more. Or like the first, you know what I'm saying, in reverse. Okay, and then the last of the list, day 31 on Halloween. I always try to put a Halloween related film, so either Michael Myers or something else that is specifically on Halloween. Yeah, but this year I chose one of the worst Halloween films, Halloween 6: Curse of Michael Myers. It's not good at all, but it's so bad. It was on AMC this week, and I was just watching like this
is so bad.
This is so. I was like, wait, what happened to the O?
It was bad. Like, what? Is this a parody? Because this can't
with
be
a young Paul Rudd. Like, it's so bad.
It's bad. That's something I wouldn't even be like, oh, for shits and giggles, let's watch it.
I mean, I listen, because the worst Halloween for me is Resurrection.
Okay.
So if I can watch that, I can watch Halloween 6, no problem. But because bitch, not y'all had Busta Rhymes kill Michael Myers with Kung Fu. Leave me alone. Like y'all not serious.
It's so silly.
Y'all not serious.
It's a parody.
So, but like I said, so if I can watch that, I can watch Halloween 6. No problem.
True enough. Because what was that? Halloween H2O?
No. That was Resurrection. Where he,
you're right. When
literally
Tyra Banks, all of them in the house. Yeah, you're right.
And they didn't even show her kill. We just look up and the bitch was dead. Like they didn't even show her fucking kill. I wonder if she has something to do with that. Like, don't show me being murdered. She's weird like that. Like, right. Victoria's Secret won't like this. But it was so bad because they introduced the whole suit. Like before, it was just really him just killing family and just killing. And then this is when they was like, nah, he's the devil reincarnate, and like they added a cult and all that shit. I was like, okay, all right.
It didn't make any sense.
Stop it. Still, let's stop right now.
It didn't make
so not a piece, not a lick. Jesus. But again, if I can watch Halloween Resurrection, I can watch this, and I would say give it a watch on Halloween. The perfect day to do it. Real quick. So that was the 31 days. I'm hyped. I'm already starting to work on next year's list. Like, I'll watch some shit or some shit will come out and be like, you know what? That's going on the list. And I got I would say, Mr. Crockett is going on the list next year.
I love Mr. Crockett. I don't think I really had anything like bad to say about that movie.
No, we can. We can actually review that one next week. But like, what I was gonna say was why I brought that up is Kill of the Week. And my kill of the week this week is the fucking dad in the beginning of that.
Yo.
My God. I was like, wait, I didn't know this movie was going to be gross. Wait a minute.
Like, he was like...
he was such a dick. So
He
you
was
cheered
such a
for it, like you
butthole.
wanted it.
Butthole he
Like
was.
they made you definitely like not care for his character, so you weren't like attached. Like, and then Mr. Crockett came in, and I'm like, oh shit, and he like,
Call
you
you
know,
back.
it's time to eat your food. Oh, okay, yeah. Love you. Talk to you
Yeah.
later.
Love you.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
All right, y'all. So real quick, the yes, Mr. Crockett, Kill of the Week. We will be reviewing and rating that one next week, so definitely stay tuned for that. I want to say look out again. I mentioned it last week that I do have something coming up that is Halloween, spooky, scary related. So please be on the lookout for that too. And until next time, y'all just stay fucking spooky. Peace. Oh, and happy Halloween. Hello, in recording? In recording. What the hell is going on?